China moves in silence. A future built at full scale. No countdown, no warning, just deployment. AI thinking on its own. Machines replacing hands, cities running on algorithms, and almost no one in the West paying attention. Because this isn't about smart cities or taxis that fly. It's something heavier. A robot force doing real work day and night. A system already active while others debate if it should exist. The future doesn't arrive, it activates. And China already flipped the switch. This is where the story snaps into focus. Not theory, not previews. A country racing ahead with technology that feels impossible until you see it working at scale. China starts small, food delivery, a task the world still treats like a waiting game. 30 to 45 minutes, if you're lucky. China erased the wait. A full drone network brings food in 15 minutes. To the minute, the company Muan has already done over 300,000 deliveries. That's enough to serve every person in a medium-sized U.S. city. Drones fly fixed routes. Packages drop into secure boxes. No human needed, no delays. The surprising part isn't the technology, it's the consistency. Aviation-grade scheduling applied to dinner deliveries. Algorithms managing routes with microscopic precision, cities adapting their rooftops and courtyards to accept automated drop boxes. The result? A logistics layer that never sleeps, never miscalculates, and never stops scaling. Then, it scales. JD.com sends drones into the countryside carrying 5 to 30 kilograms, a pickup truck in the air, connecting villages that never had fast delivery at all. In rural China, these drones do more than deliver. They shrink distance. Outposts, once isolated, become nodes in a national network. Small-town businesses suddenly compete with megacities, and access, once determined by geography, becomes determined by bandwidth and battery life. But the delivery network is only the first step. China's next leap is on wheels. Cars with robot brains. 15 million new cars this year alone can drive themselves. 2 out of every 3 autonomy at this scale changes how cities breathe. Traffic patterns stabilize, accident rates fall, routes self-optimize. The more self-driving cars on the road, the smarter the whole network becomes. A learning organism stretching across the country. Then comes BYD's Yangwang U8, the SUV that behaves like something out of a physics experiment. It does a tank turn, full 360 degrees in place. 4 independent motors rotate wheels in opposite directions. It crab walks sideways into parking spots. It drives into water nearly 5 feet deep, floats for 30 minutes, moves through water at 3 kilometers per hour. Imagine a flood, traffic frozen, and one SUV calmly floating past. This isn't a prototype, it's already on sale. This is where the psychological shift happens. Once consumers see a car float, rotate, or sidestep danger, expectations change permanently. Normal cars feel outdated, conventional features look primitive, and companies not building for extremes start falling behind. In the US, the focus remains on conventional EV design, with most mainstream models prioritizing range improvements rather than advanced maneuverability systems. Next, the IM Motors L6, sliding horizontally like it's dancing. 4-wheel steering, independent motors. Parking space requirements cut by 11%. Turning circle only 4.99 meters, about half a normal car. China turns parking into choreography. Then the BYD Z9 GT, power sliding into parallel parking spots. Rear wheels spin in opposite directions. Front wheels anchor the pivot. The result, sideways entry into spaces that look physically impossible. These maneuvers aren't just party tricks. They represent a new design philosophy. Cars built around precision motors instead of human limitations, vehicles designed for geometry, not habit, and the escalation continues. BYD's U9 extreme supercar hits 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 2.36 seconds, then shatters global speed records at 496.22 kilometers per hour, fastest production car ever built. At this speed, aerodynamics become survival, not performance. Cooling, drag, and battery stability turn into engineering challenges few companies can solve. Yet somehow China pushed through. And somehow that isn't the headline, because the U9 can dance. Its Duzak system makes the car jump 75 millimeters into the air, hop over obstacles, sync movements to music. A 1,287 horsepower supercar bouncing like a show performer. Each wheel lifts independently in 40 milliseconds. Faster than a blink, faster than many professional camera shutters, and the car sells for $236,000, while a Ferrari costs more than $500,000. BYD hits 10 million new energy vehicles, a world first. And people trust the machines. 85% of Chinese drivers are comfortable with robot driving. Only 39% of Americans feel the same. The gap is cultural. A nation comfortable with automation moves faster, adopts quicker, iterates earlier, and becomes the testing ground for the technologies others will eventually import. China races forward. Others hesitate. Self-driving taxis now test in 19 cities, 16,000 test cars, 32,000 kilometers of dedicated roads. That's like circling the Earth and still having distance left. But cars need power, and charging used to mean hours, not anymore. BYD breaks the bottleneck. 5 minutes of charging gives 400 kilometers of driving a 1 megawatt charging system, 1,000 times more powerful than charging a phone, faster than filling a gas tank. In the US, public fast chargers typically deliver between 150 kilowatts and 350 kilowatts, meaning a full charge often takes 20 to 40 minutes depending on the model. Then transportation lifts off the ground, literally. China's maglev trains float on magnets. They hit 404 miles per hour in 7 seconds, faster than most planes on takeoff. Testing reached over 620 miles per hour, faster than commercial aircraft in flight. Beijing to Shanghai in 2.5 hours instead of 5.5. The US, by comparison, runs its fastest train, the Acela, at 150 miles per hour, with typical averages closer to 80 to 90 miles per hour depending on the segment. But China doesn't stop at machines. It builds minds. Every child in Beijing, starting at age 6, must take AI classes at least 8 hours a year. Millions of kids learning AI before multiplication. 184 schools testing advanced AI programs. These kids will grow into systems that don't even exist yet. And while those minds evolve, China builds without humans. A road constructed entirely by machines. 100 self-driving haul trucks, each carrying 85 tons, operating in minus 40 degrees Celsius. No drivers, no brakes, no pauses, 10 autonomous road rollers, 2 giant pavers, all guided by GPS and algorithms. Robots building infrastructure for robots, China's next target. 5,000 haul trucks by year's end. Flying within China feels like tomorrow running ahead of today. 62 airports, 557 security channels powered by facial recognition. No ticket, no ID. The system knows you. Shanghai Hongqiao Airport runs the whole process. Check-in, baggage, security, boarding. In 12 seconds, Beijing's airport uses over 600 biometric checkpoints, 250 automatic gates, 80 self-service stations, everything automatic. You just walk, the system does the rest. Then comes the other layer, surveillance. More than 200 million cameras, 4 times the United States. The Skynet system tracks faces nationwide, catches jaywalkers, detects mask usage, predicts crimes before they happen. Police wear AI smart helmets that scan crowds in real time. In the US, camera density is far lower, with an estimated 50 million public and private cameras nationwide compared to China's 200 million. Payments evolve too. China goes beyond cards, beyond phones, to palms, 10 cents. WeChat, Palm Pay reads lines and veins, more secure than fingerprints. Error rate, less than 1 in a million. Used in stores, trains, universities, millions already using it. But the biggest leap, walks or runs, or flips. The Unit G1 humanoid robot stands 1.32 meters tall, about 4 feet 4 inches, weighs 35 kilograms, 23 joints, moves like a human, walks, runs, jumps, sits, stands, does kung fu, breaks into dance, folds for storage like luggage, and it costs $16,000, a fraction of Western humanoid robots. Then the robot dogs, the Goto series, 15 kilograms, running at 2.5 meters per second, walking upside down, doing backflips, front flips, cartwheels, using 4 DLAR for 360-degree vision down to 0.05 meters. Voice commands using GPT tech. They shake hands, Take photos, climb, roll, jump. The Pro version runs 11 miles per hour. Side follows humans through obstacles. Goto W carries 6.6 pounds across terrain. At the 19th Asian Games, robot dogs fetch discus and javelins. Crowds loved it. Police and military units already use them. But humanoids go further. X-Robots makes androids, robots that look human. Realistic skin, perfect teeth, natural blinking. 140 facial and body movements, more than many humans manage. Each robot costs $280,000. Takes a month to build. Over 200 built so far, now producing over 500 per year. They recreated Einstein, Hawking, Edison, speaking robots that tell their life stories, placed in museums, hotels, schools, government offices, and soon you might not know if the person speaking to you is one. Healthcare transforms too. Robots find veins and draw blood. No more, let me try the other arm. Medication bots deliver drugs from pharmacy to wards in minutes. No delays, no errors. Then comes remote surgery. Doctors operating on patients 8,000 kilometers away. Surgeons in different cities. Patients in Xinjiang robotic precision across thousands of miles. And then, Dr. Alfred, an AI robot surgeon, communicates fluently, understands multiple languages, answers medical questions, hyper-realistic face, human-like presence. China also built the first AI hospital. 14 robot doctors, 4 robot nurses, 3,000 patients treated per day. 93% accuracy, higher than many human doctors. Finally, agriculture. The DJI Agris T100 farm drone carries 100 kilograms of seeds or pesticides, sprays automatically, works at night, avoids obstacles with sensors. Then the 108-arm cotton-topping robot works 26 to 40 hectares per day. 120 times faster than humans, and the transplanter planting 6 to 7 hectares in a single day, replacing 80 to 100 workers. By the time Western countries adopt one of these technologies, China has deployed all of them simultaneously, and they're accelerating. Every system, every machine, every robot, every network, all getting faster, cheaper, smarter. This isn't the finale, it's the opening act. The question isn't whether this tech will spread, it's how fast, and whether the world is ready for systems that know everything about everyone.